If you're looking to get into a government job, you probably already know that USAJobs.gov is the right place to go. But how do you know what is the right job to apply to? Let's go over how to read a job announcement to know it's the right opportunity for you. These are 5 main things that I look at. The first one is who may apply. And here, it's going to tell you exactly the pathways that are eligible for this job. So if you apply and the pathway isn't listed on the announcement, what will happen is you'll get an email, and that email says you do not meet the area of consideration. And when most people hear area of consideration, they think in physical terms. They think, well, I'm in commuting distance. The job's only 30 minutes away from me. What do you mean I'm not eligible based on area of consideration? Well, what this means is the job announcement was open to veterans, disabled, and competitive service, and you didn't meet any of those categories. So really, you didn't have any business applying to that job. Now, one way to mitigate this is to have a strong job filter. If you take the time to set up your job filter to make sure the hiring paths that you're eligible for are marked, you'll never come across this issue. The next area I look at is the qualifications section. Under there, you will see specialized experience, and that will tell you exactly the experience you need in order to qualify for this job. This is not like a private sector job. You can't just meet 50%, 75%. You have to meet all of it. If your resume is not speaking to 100% of that qualification section, you're not going to be found eligible. You're definitely not going to be found qualified. So it's good to have a base resume. But if you're looking at that job announcement, one of the first areas should be the qualifications section. And if you need to make adjustments on your resume based on what's written there, you need to make those adjustments. The next area I look at is the duties area. Right after qualifications, look at the duties. That'll show what is expected of you if you get the job. This is another great area where you can pull out words and put them into your resume. If it says that you will be expected to do Excel, Microsoft Excel documents, or Microsoft PowerPoint documents on a day-to-day basis, it says that there, you need to make sure that your resume speaks to it. Now, the most important is the qualifications section, but I would say the second most important is the duties section in that job announcement. The next thing is the required documents section. That is going to tell you what you're expected to attach to that job application. This could be college transcripts. This could be a DD-214, an SF-15, your last performance appraisal. So if you do not attach these documents, the HR is going to disqualify you. They're looking for a reason to disqualify you. They have 100 applications, and they're looking for a reason to bring that down to about 15 or 20. Do not give them a reason on why they should be disqualifying you. The next area is the service. The service will tell you, is this a competitive service job or an accepted service job? If it's competitive service, well, that's a good thing. Ideally, what we want is competitive service, but not everybody can apply for this type of job. So if it's in the accepted service, that's fine, especially if you're first trying to get in. There's nothing wrong with the accepted service, but you should have an idea, right? If you're in the competitive service now and you're looking to apply for jobs, you would be shocked to know how many people are in the competitive service and they apply for a job to get a promotion, and then once they're onboarded, they discover, oh wait, I'm in the accepted service now? Well, that information is in the job announcement. It's your responsibility to read it and understand what type of job you're applying to. Okay, now some of the other things that I look at are not quite as important to me, but I still look at them. So one of them is the open and close date. When is this job announcement closing? This kind of tells me how quick do they want to hire. If the position's only open for a few days, yeah, some people might say they have somebody in mind. That's not always the case. That might mean they're trying to get somebody as quick as possible. So that's a good thing. And it'll also let you know how long do you have before you actually have to submit your application. Some people like to save applications and they wait until the weekend, right? Because the week is so hectic. They don't want to apply on a Tuesday night. So they save all these applications, and then Saturday evening comes, and that's when they're going to sit down and bang out 4 or 5 applications. So if that's your strategy, you better pay attention to when that job announcement is going to close. The next one is the actual location. So by default, I believe there's a 25-mile radius. But because I'm in the DC area, a 25-mile radius could mean Maryland, DC, or Virginia. And I want to have an idea on if I have to report to a job location, what state am I reporting to? Then there's the overview or the additional information section. And here you're going to find a lot of miscellaneous information that you might want to know. Things like you're expected to travel 1 to 3 times a month. You might want to know that. You might want to know if there's any type of clearance or additional job duties that you weren't tracking. You might find that information in this section. Okay, so if everything looks great, everything is good, I go ahead and apply to the job announcement. So once you start to learn and develop a method to reading these job announcements so you can quickly scan through them, it really only takes 1 or 2 minutes. And one thing I really want to emphasize to you, it does not matter how eligible or qualified you are if you do not have a strong and relevant resume. Also, another thing is volume beats luck. So you might have heard the story of somebody who applied once and they got the job. And we sit back and we're like, wow, that person was lucky. Well, we're not lucky. So what we have to do is increase the volume. And when I say increase volume, I mean apply more, a lot more. As we increase the volume of applications, we're going to increase our luck. So essentially, we're making our own luck. What is make or break here? Like I said earlier, it comes down to your job filter. And if you do not know, or if you're not sure about if your job filter is where it needs to be at, I made a video that breaks it all down to help you strengthen your job filter. If that interests you, I want you to watch this video next. If you would like to see more videos like this, please click like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.